Good morning, everybody. All right, so the other day I got this haul from Anna Griffin, and in it was this jasmine paper, the matte foil with the blue, this like tealy, changes blues, looks like black, sometimes kind of paper, and then this paper, and this paper comes in also. There's blue, there's gold, there's a light pink, there's more gold, but I think it's a darker gold. Yes, it's a darker gold. Maybe this is supposed to be like that champagne or something. And then there's a teal, and there's this brighter, darker pink. I thought if we could take this and this and use these dies to make us, this does not want to open without ripping, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to rip it. I hate to, but I have to, or we'll be here forever. So now we can look at what she shows in here. Look how beautiful. So we're going to do some of this stuff. We're going to use this foil, this pattern, and we're going to come up with a way to do this, I think. So what I might do is pull out the gold, because we got, or maybe the pinks. How about the pinks? If we pull out, no, let's do the golds. Let's just go with it. Let's do the golds. Let me grab the other golds. Out of here. And then maybe some of the darker blue. And that can be our color palette right there with this foil pack and these dies. Now we want to see, we want a background. What do I want to do the background? I think I want this background here. Use this one for my background. And I think the foil would be nice with this. So let me open this. I might want to throw in some gold foil. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. We got a lot of gold going on with that gold. So, question is, do we want to go this and then one of these and then this again and maybe that? Or do we want to start with this, do this, and then maybe go here to tie those two together? I think I kind of liked it this way. And then with more of that, or even this. So let's start this. with this. And I'm going to get my big plates out so that I can run more than one at a time. So I'm just going to put this here. I'm going to line it up on my mat. And I am using the Anna Griffin Elite, Empress Elite. Okay, then I'm going to go to, this is already going to be kind of fancy. So I think I'm going to go to maybe this one with the gold. Okay, so I'm going to cut this in half. I'm just going to cut this down to what I need. And it doesn't need to be any more than that. All right. So that'll fit in there. And then maybe some more of this. And you know what I'm going to do? Because I'm going to cover this up. And to save some of this paper, instead of doing that, I'm going to put this in the middle. Because I think that'll be covered up. I usually don't do these shortcuts, but I'm going to this time. Let's not waste this beautiful Anna Griffin stuff. And then with this one, I'll do a piece of the blue. Okay. And we'll just run that through. And like I said, usually I don't do these shortcuts with this cutting in between. I like my layers to stay true. But let's try it. I'm just going to take these scraps and stuff away from here. She usually ends with a foil. I'm ending with a pattern. But that's... I wonder if I should reverse that. No. No. I think I want to keep it this way. Run it through. Okay, let's see how it did. It should have done fine, but we want to check and make sure. And these can go back in here now. And this, look how pretty. You just gotta love that Anna Griffin stuff, right? Can you see the pattern in there? I'm not gonna throw that away. No, this was the one I'm using anyways. Okay. What's wrong with me? Okay. So we're going to end up with this, and then this, and then in here with this, and then we're going to come in and overlap with this. I didn't center it very nicely, did I? Darn. I should have looked at that better. That's rich looking. It's pretty dark. I'm thinking that I don't want to put this on white. The stark white paper. And so what I really need is a cream. So I have a bunch of card blanks in there, and I'm sure that I have cream. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pause you, and I'm going to go look for some of that cream. I'm going to pause you. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I could not find any 5x7 card blanks pre-made. I know that I do have some Anna Griffin ones, but I think those are white. And so I did find this ivory cardstock Sizzix. And I figured I can make a card blank with this. So we want it to be 5x7, which would actually be 10. Needs to be cut 10. By 7. I don't have a scoring board, and if I wanted to pull out the scoring tool, I can use that on here. Shall we do that? So you can see scoring. I'm just gonna lift this up. I thought. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to score it at 5. Now let's see how we did. Line it up. Oh. It's always good to bring it to something and then do your score. So then you hopefully are straight. Good. Looks good to me. So now we have our layers. We have this, and then this. Look how nice that matches up. And this, and then this. I am having a problem with this. I need to center that. What did I do with that die? Because I don't see it right here. See why I always want to put it away? Because this is me. This is what I do. And I also don't want to lose this, so I'm going to put this away right now. That's my straight cut, and I surely don't want to lose that. Okay, so what did I do with that die? Am I missing it? There it is. Whew. I was getting really nervous there for a minute. That's a pretty big die to lose. I'm like, man, I just spent all that time cleaning up in here and clearing off my table, and now I can't find stuff. Especially something this big. Okay, let's see. 2 little ones here. I'm doing this because a lot of times I'll just go ahead and do it. Even with the paper scraps in there. But I don't want to waste this beautiful paper. So I want this to be centered over a pattern. So the best way to do that is to do it there and there. And hopefully that comes out right. I'm just going to grab my small plates here. Where's the other small plate? I thought I was just going to grab my small plates. Oh, I thought this was going to go so smooth today. Okay. If this is your first time watching me, this is not unusual. I lose things. It's just not unusual for me. But it is life. Okay, so I'm going to put the paper in here. I'm going to line this up on the pattern the best I can. Hopefully getting it even. I'm using the pattern to see if I'm on the pattern, right? So that should be good right there. Let's run this through. Maybe this would be better. And I'm not going to throw this away because I might want it for something where it won't matter. You know, like some kind of a background piece or something like that. But let's see if this came out better this time. This time, since I lined it up on the pattern, much better, right? Even those are all the cut pieces out. Okay. So that's better. Now that the design is on it. Okay. And now I also brought some of Anna's die cuts down from the Create event. Maybe something like this would be better. Here's one that's got some blue in it. There we go. I like that. It'll be easier when we get some glue going here, I guess. Okay. Let's see. What I should have brought was some of this flourishes, and I didn't grab any flourishes. But I honestly couldn't do like the way that looks in and of itself. Ooh, look at that one. I think we need this one instead of this one. Yeah. What do you think? I could even make this come out a little bit farther. I could put this one on this side. No, because then it covers that blue. But I do kind of like that one. And do I want to keep that one? Let's see what else we have with that little bit of blue. Oh, now I'm thinking this one's going to be better. Maybe even by itself. I think that's going to take away from that one too much. I think it's too big. Here. Too much. I think I'm going to stick with this. Just maybe this one. There we go. That one. There we go. Okay. I'm liking that very much. It's a very, to me, it's looking very kind of Victorian, even with these kind of exotic cuts. And I just love this paper, and I maybe did mess up and maybe should have used this blue as the background and then done the foil. But we'll do another one later at another time. I didn't bring my paper, my good glue. So let me see. See if I can get one of these working. These have seen some better days. I did put the glue press on my Christmas list. That doesn't mean it's gonna happen, but it is there. Can't see, no air. Getting to it. Let's try the other one. I think this one kind of does want to. It just can't. Okay. Gotta do it. I'm sorry. For any of you folks that are going to be offended, I am truly sorry about this. But I don't want to go running off to another room. It is a card. So I will use school glue. Try to keeping it down, not using too much. I don't want that coming up for sure. I do have the glue press on my Christmas list. I'm thinking, I don't even know if I have a chance of getting it. Is everybody going to be sold out? But we'll see, I guess. It's on the list. All right. Now this one goes down. I just love this paper. Just even the feel of it. It's just, I don't know if that's because of the cutting. The die cut on it has embossed it. Oh, I don't know. It's got embossing from the pattern. I don't know. If the die has also put some embossing on it. I really think so, but I don't know. I'm almost done with my project in the living room. So as soon as I'm done, that glue will be back in here. And I will be using it instead of this stuff. I just love. Everybody's got their favorites, right? And I can't say that I've tried a lot of different glues, to be honest with you. I like the Crafter's Companion Tacky Glue, but I do prefer this Nouveau glue over that. I've used this Tacky Glue from Tonic. I prefer the Nouveau to that. I have used Sizzix glue. I prefer the Nouveau to that. Yeah, there's the Sizzix Quick Drying Express Glue. But like that Barely Art and those, I don't think I've used those. I mean, if anybody knows different, if they've seen me do a video, tell me, because I don't know. Okay, so then I do not believe these are stickers. I believe they're just die cuts. Yeah, they're just die cuts. So, kind of want an idea of where I want them. So really straightforward like that, right? I guess the one thing about the Elmer's glue is I will be able to move it for a little while. Let me do it this way. And I'm not going to push down right there yet, because this is going to go into there. Ooh, this one has a rip in it. And there's a piece that didn't come out. Still in there. Get that out of there. Yeah. Like the way it's turning out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down to that. Or should I glue that down first? I think I want to see it placed with this on it, because that really changes it up. so that we can get the full effect of it. So let's do that. School glue. And these expensive papers. Well, it came off of the foil nice. Okay. Now, I'm just trying to put a little bit on. I'm afraid of the water content. So I'm trying to just get a tiny bit on. And now I never thought, did we want a flower on the top going over? I don't think so, because it would be something with the blue. No. I think I want to just keep it simple like this. I think I'm just going to keep it simple. And Anna's card blanks and ivory. I don't know. But now, I need to hold this down. And a sentiment just across there. So in these cards, so gratitude would go in there nicely. See, this is not glued down. It's just taped. With repositionable tape. Do we think? I wasn't really thinking something like that. I was thinking more like an actual thank you. Like something like that in there. But that worked. It's not glued either. It's just repositionable tape dots. But there we go. My first card with, other than the Anna Griffin Create. Yeah, I love this paper. And I love this foil. And if you could see the colors in there, you're not getting the tealy blue look that I'm getting, but believe me, it's there and it's beautiful. I love it. All right, everybody. If you liked my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Everybody have a blessed day. Bye-bye now.